Hi, hope everyone is well. This is TARDIS Jack. We're going to be playing 9 r.i.p, a game where you play as it's a middle schooler at a school in Japan. We're going to be haunted by a ghost. Yep, we know not to steal it. We're going to receive a code via email for this. The game is new, it just came out like a couple weeks ago. And I don't know what other console it's available on. I think it's just Switch. Actually, I'm looking at their page. I think it is just on Switch. Huh, that's okay. Chill. Well, yeah, let's try it out here. Dialogue is in Japanese. Let's first... Okay, quick save, L, skip mode, history, auto, palette menu, skip, confirm, return all settings to default. Yeah, okay. Here, the stories, right?
カランカランと音色を立てて落としてなくした自分を求めて血の色に満ちた校舎の中をいつ果てるともなくさまよい歩く刀を携えた殺人鬼カラカラさんの話を
Okay. Oh, that's just the dialogue. Pressing A. What am I supposed to do? Confirm. Kata. Let's see. I don't know what function. I'm just using the toggle. A, nothing. X pauses. Okay, okay, there we go. Directional buttons. Let's just select that.
そうこの成見ヶ浜高校に古くから伝わる有名な七不思議校舎のすべての窓に夕日が差す黄昏時女子生徒が一人で校舎に残っているとどこからか聞こえカラカラカラカラ
Sound of the sword dragging
と刀を引きずりながらさまよい歩く音がでもねその音が聞こえてきたら決して振り向いちゃいけないの
Never turn around. Why?
もしも一度でも振り向いてしまったら
What have I done?
答えられなかったり 間違った答えを返したりしたら手に持った刀を振るって綺麗な紅の花を咲かせるんだって。
Oh. So he will kill you. Atomo, mate. Me oh my. It's like an anime coming on. Actually, I like the graphics. Why are you wearing a noose? Hey, Vicky. Yeah, that's the one I want. Or that one. So we're gonna be haunted by all of these ghosts? Chunky. You're beeping. I think my mic picked up you slapping your ears around. Okay. I'm a sucker for an Otomo game. As the setting sun cast a yellow glow over the classroom, a deathly silence fell upon us. We were the only two left here. From the field outside, the shouts of the soccer team drifted in, faint as they echoed to our ears. My best friend, Sayaka Hida, with eyes gleaming, leaned forward over her desk.
ね、怖いでしょ？怖いよね。
Yeah, a little bit, I guess. If he's asking, what have I done, do you think that means he has amnesia?
そう言われてるんだけど、どうして記憶がないのかは語られないところなんだよね。ホラー話あるあるで考察して楽しむってわけ。ね、あなたならどう考える？
I don't know. I just feel bad for him. I mean, since he died, he's been wandering, searching for his memories. It's sad.
でも殺人鬼だよ。
Well, yeah, when you put it that way. You said it's one of the schools of Seven Wonders, but it doesn't really have anything to do with the school.
それには諸説あるんだよね。警察に追われていた連続殺人鬼が学校に逃げ込んだとか、あとは
Her arms waved passionately as she spoke. I couldn't help but smile at her enthusiasm. I've been friends with Sayaka for longer than I could remember. I just can't keep up with how much she's into this occult stuff.
なあ、またそんな呆れた顔してる。少しは信じてくれてもいいのに。
Sorry. I guess I'm just preoccupied right now. Sayaka huffed and pouted her cheeks. I usually did a better job of playing along, but today I pulled out the survey from inside my desk and Sayaka's eyes gleamed with surprise.
まだ出してなかったんだ。提出は来週までだから時間はあるけど、何かあったの？
I just need a little more time to think.
考えたいって、聖銀大学が第一希望じゃないの？
It was, but I don't know. I'm just not sure anymore. At least that's how I feel now.
だってあなたのお母さん進学は聖銀大学だっていつも言ってたし、あなたもそれに賛成してたじゃない。
Well, yeah, I guess, but
あなたの希望はどこの学校なの？
da da da. It was September of my second year in high school, a time when all students looked toward their future, and my future stared blankly back at me. A blank sheet, void of any direction. What can I do? What do I want to do? I still had no answers to these questions.
ねえ、大丈夫？
Oh, sorry, I just got lost in thought. I could at least write my name on the paper. We're just gonna go Jack. Yes. Sorry about that. I have a chronic cough. When I finished writing my name, I let out a small sigh. Only my name. Everything else was blank. My mom's been trying to get me to go to medical school at Sigan, however the hell they pronounce that university, for a while now. So I had no desire to do so. So much so that it became uncomfortable to talk with her these days. And so I merely stared at the blank paper.
まずい、私今日直だった。
Sounds like you gotta go. I'll clean up and head out too.
一緒に帰る約束だったのにごめんね。お詫びに明日は引きずり鏡の話語ってあげるから楽しみにしてて。
No, you really don't have to do that.
それじゃまた明日。あ、もしカラカラって音がしても絶対振り向いちゃダメだからね。刀を持った血まみれの男に注意。
As full of life as ever. I couldn't help but laugh at as Sayaka dashed off in a hurry and placed the blank paper in my bag. Did I forget anything? I double-checked inside my desk and left. Wah. Staring out at the scene in front of me, I involuntarily let out a gasp. The walls, the floor, the ceiling. The whole hall was bathed in an eerie golden glow. It looked so different than usual.
校舎のすべての窓に夕日が差す黄昏時、女子生徒が一人で校舎に残っていると
A shiver ran down my spine. This is all thanks to Sayaka's stupid story. I shook my head to compose myself and began to walk slowly forward. Uh-oh. That's when you fucking bolt. Dude, personal space. Tried to move, but my legs froze. When I left the classroom, I was certain there was no one else in the halls. Or at least, that's what I thought. But I was sure I felt a faint sigh brush past my ear and a cold chill enveloped my body. Someone was with me. Someone behind me. I was convinced with every fiber of my being. No, I can't turn around. If what Sayaka said is true and I turn around now, I remained frozen for what felt like an eternity. I felt a faint breath caress my cheek, and then, as though it were all a dream, it was gone. Fearfully, I turned around to see. Nothing. There was nobody there. No creepy ghost, no sword-wielding killers. And at the same time, the golden twilight had faded, casting the halls into spreading darkness. I guess it was just my imagination. The words slipped out unintentionally. But what if there was a reply from the shadows? The thought filled me with unease. I need to head home. I agree. My heart racing, I hurried out as fast as my legs would carry me. Uh-oh. Ooh, prologue. Okay. Despite being spooked by every shadow and stranger I encountered along the way, I finally made it home safely. As I flung myself into the house, I realized my back was drenched in sweat.
おっかえり我が妹
Catch your breath, girl. A wave of relief washed over me when I saw my sister's face. What's with the glossary? Oh, here's their name. Okay. Tsubasa Ishiki, the protagonist's older sister, a reliable and strong-willed woman with an active personality. The Ishiki sisters both have a tendency not to rely on others, for better or worse.
おいそんな息切らしてどうしたんだあまさか変質者でもいたか
In a sense, maybe.
くそ野郎私がとっ捕まえて
Wait a minute. I grabbed her arm to stop her, but she moved with such force that she ended up dragging me.
止めるなあんたに怖い思いさせておいて野放しにできるかっての
Sorry, no, it's not like that. Sayaka told me a ghost story, and it really creeped me out. That's why I ran home.
だってあんた変質者って
Well, when I left school today, I just had this really creepy thing happen. That's why I answered like that. Saying it out loud, I felt even more embarrassed. Who in high school gets scared by ghost stories? I glanced over at my sister, who simply sighed.
ま何もなくてよかったよほら着替えてこい
Alright. Hey, is mom home yet?
ああまだなんだよな今日のシフトを見るにもう帰っていてもおかしくないんだけどな
I see. Maybe there was an emergency. My mom worked as a nurse at the nearby university hospital, and the time she got home varied depending on her shift. Anyway, I should get changed. In my room, I changed out of my school clothes and started to organize my desk when the blank sheet from before fell to the floor. Ugh, yikes. Quickly picked up the paper and stashed it in a desk drawer. Truthfully, I hadn't mentioned the paper to my sister or mom yet. If I told my mom about it, she'd... Uh-oh.
おーいちょっといいか
Alright. Jack, can I come in? Sabatsa. Yeah, come in.
聞きたい
Hey,
こと
I
が
got
あって
something
さ
I want to ask you. It's
私の
about
仕
my
事
job.
のことなんだけど店のレイアウト任されたから参考になるもんいろいろ調べてたんだよ
It's your day off and you're thinking about work.
社畜ですからっていうのは冗談で仕事してる時が一番楽しいから休みでも考えちゃって
That sounds just like you. So what are your big plans for the store layout?
女子高生的には入り口にハイブランド品とセール品ならどっち置いた方がいいと思う
Me, I prefer the sale items up front. I find it intimidating to walk into stores filled with expensive stuff. It's true.
ほうほうなるほどねサンキュー参考にさせてもらうわ
Sister nodded and began jotting something down on her phone. Are we gonna get to do any, like, choices? Sister worked as a store clerk at a chain apparel store that was popular with high school girls in the city. She always loved fashion and managed to turn that passion into a job. I often went to her for advice about clothes. In fact, she'd help me pick out most of my wardrobe and cosmetics. Well, me, if it's comfortable, that's it. That's all I care about. But good for you. You said you wanted to try changing the layout of the store for some time.
実はこの間さ、私が任された秋物コーナーが評判良くて、試しにやらせるかって話になったんだ。これでまた一つ夢が叶ったってわけよ。
In that case, I'll come visit the store after you finish the redesign. I'm looking forward to seeing the new clothes you've got too.
任せとけって。そうだ、よかったらさやかも連れてこいよ。しばらく会ってないから会いたい。
Yeah, sure thing. Just as I was replying to my sister. Oh, you're mean. Okay, mother.
あまりこの子を振り回さないでちょうだい。
I didn't know how long my mom had been listening, but I turned to see her standing in the doorway. Lost her husband early and has been raising her daughter single-handedly. Despite her gentle and calm nature when it comes to her daughter's futures, she becomes rather stubborn and a little too opinionated. Welcome home, Mom. You're home late today.
ねえ、ただいま。夕方から交代になるはずの人が休養で遅れてきてね。
Mom smiled brightly at me before glancing harshly at my sister.
この子は来年受験なのよ。あまり連れ回さないでちょうだい。
軽い息抜きぐらいいいじゃんか。受験シーズンつってもまだ高2だし、今から気張ってると息切れするって。
そう言って油断してると危ないのよ。早い子は高校1年生から受験に備えて勉強を始めていたりするんだから。
My mom then stared back at me, seeking reassurance. Well, I suppose. In fact, I'd been studying to get accepted in Siegen University for quite some time. Siegen.
聖銀大学の医学部を目指して頑張ってもらわないとね。
また始まった。こいつがそれでいいならいいけど、違うんならそれ無理強いだよ。
変なこと言わないでちょうだい。大学のことは前から話してきているんだから。
Don't know about that, mother. True part of the reason my mom wanted me to go to medical school was because she was a nurse. But I knew that wasn't the only reason. I had a feeling it also had to do with my father. Ooh, we're gonna learn about dating now. Hey, is Daddy going to come home late? Oh no, this has been working. Okay.
そうみたい。でも怒ったりしないであげてね。お父さん、人を助けるために頑張っているの。だから応援してあげよう。
Why is he helping people?
それはね、お医者様だからよ。
I was still in kindergarten, so I didn't really understand, but I understood enough to know that I was proud of my father. Shortly after that, we found out that my father was very, very sick. Aww. When he was alive, he was a prestigious doctor. When the protagonist was a child, he fell ill and passed away. Because he was always busy with work, he was barely ever home, but the protagonist remembers him to have been a kind father. Okay. He fought the disease for about a year before he passed away. Sad. That's when Mom started to change. It wasn't that her personality changed so much as she just became super focused on our education, wanting to raise us right by herself. At least that's what I always thought. And that's how all this talk about my future started. Your father was a wonderful doctor, you know? He's a truly great person. You should find a job where you can use your talents to help people. I can't think of a more rewarding career. Oh, that's only hit B. You should become a doctor too. As a kid, I always just assumed my sister and I would go into medicine. But my sister was different. She had her own path that she wanted to pursue. It was hard, but she finally convinced her mom. Watching her from the sidelines, I was relieved to see that I didn't have to go into medicine, because I realized I didn't want to. Okay, but it's just too hard to tell her I don't want to go to Saigon University. A college protagonist's mother has been pushing for her to attend. She assumes the protagonist will enter the medical field. The protagonist doesn't want to. We can just put, like, your name there or something. I just have to be the protagonist every time. But doesn't have to heart to tell her mother. knew I had to tell her eventually. So, actually, Mom, there's something I want to talk to you about. I have to talk to you about.
やだ、ご飯の支度がまだだったわ。急いで用意するわね。それなら私が手伝うよ。気持ちだけ受け取っておくわ。遠慮しなくていいって。ほら、行こう行こう。ちょっと、お願いだから台所に立たないで。あなたのお料理は最悪なんだから。
Whenever Sabasa cooks, she creates an otherworldly item. Not only is it horrible visually, the taste is purely abominable. Well, that's just rude. So I went up to the room. All I could do was sigh. I couldn't tell her. That would have been the perfect moment. I had to make some choices myself. Like, I used to, like... Maybe the next day of school. After we all had dinner, we sat down to watch some TV together and then each took a bath. Before I knew it, it was 11 o'clock. Ugh. I changed into my pajamas and plopped down on the bed. The soft mattress cradled me. Ugh, I love a good soft mattress. Rolled over and stared at the ceiling, sighing with exhaustion. I feel even more tired than usual today. I couldn't believe exams were already coming up. At school, the teachers were more passionate than ever. The students were all planning to go to college or take over their families' businesses. Even during breaks, everyone seemed to talk exclusively about their careers. I mean, there's so much pressure put on kids. Like, they're all so eager. I knew that wasn't the only reason I felt so tired. Oh yeah, back to the ghost moment. A shiver coursed through me, and I snuggled deeper into the blankets. Oh, I hit B. What happened in the hall? It wasn't real. My vision faded to black, and the embrace of sleep welcomed me. Then, just as I had drifted off, a sudden ringing startled me awake. Jack. Huh?
もうすぐです。もうすぐあなたを闇へ誘う準備が整います。
What is this voice?
暗闇に落ちても恐れず立ち向かって。あなたには乗り越える力があるのだから信じています。
Oh, the ghost believes in me. I was so scared. I almost couldn't breathe. I stayed still, unable to move. The voice is stopped. A mysterious voice heard in the protagonist's head while alone in her room. Was it a real voice or merely a dream? My heart thumped loudly in my chest. I mean, doesn't sound like it's beating heart though. Off the blanket, run, but what should I do? I'm too scared to move. Do I finally get a choice? No? Okay. The next morning, I'm heading out. Moved casually to my neighbors as I moved through the calm morning air. I tried to act normal, but what was the voice last night? I definitely heard it, right? When did I fall asleep? When I came to, it was morning. My thoughts raced as I tried to determine if I really had heard that voice, or if it was just some kind of dream. Jack, oh, it's Sayaka. Ugh. It's you, Sayaka. Ah, it's you, Sayaka. Don't scare me like that. But good morning.
おはよう。昨日は約束してたのにごめんね。塾にはギリギリ間に合ったよ。
Ah, well, I'm glad you made it.
で、どう？進路のプリントは書けた？
Nope. Okay. I'm planning to go to Saigon University, right, Sayaka? It must be nice to have things all figured out. What?
別に何でもない。そうだ、私も放課後付き合うよ。今日は塾もないし暇なんだ。
Nah, I don't want to trouble you. You should enjoy your time off.
そんなことないよ。
Sayaka's refusal was so strong it caused me to stop dead in my tracks.
暇だなんて思わないし、あなたに合う学校を探す手伝いがしたいなって。
I was happy to hear Sayaka's words, but thanks, but I think this is something I need to figure out on my own. You could let somebody like me make some choice in the game. It's not just a story, is it? Right? Oh, we'll find out. This is my future. If I don't decide it for myself, well, that defeats the whole point. I'll be sure to let you know when I make a decision. Seeing Sayaka look so worried, I tried to change the subject to cheer her up. Oh, you're right. You were going to tell me another ghost story, right? Something about a mirror?
引きずり鏡ね。
A grasp of the mirror. She still seemed preoccupied, and though I managed to change the topic, I didn't quite get a smile out of her.
それよりも今一番熱いのは神隠しなんだよ。
Spirited away. There we go. That's the Sayaka I know and love. Spirited away. You mean like someone vanishing without a trace?
それそれ。伝承は全国にあるんだけど。
Sayaka opened the memo pad on her phone and thrust it in front of me. Spirited away, red-faced goblin, which there were many strange terms on the screen I'd never seen before. These are all different local legends, but they say the name is best known as a hotspot for getting spirited away.
何しろ行方不明者が全国平均の
Expect after the
1.9 倍。
war in 49.
特に大きい事件は戦後の1949年。なんと7人も神隠しにあったとかで、これは当時の新聞欄を賑わせて。
It certainly found a topic to fire her up. Maybe I should have chosen something else.
ねえ、ちゃんと聞いてる？
Oh yeah, for sure. The part about 7 people disappearing, right?
今はその部分じゃない。
I was saying that confused or struggling people are more likely to get spirited away. Okay, you're said to be mentally stressed. Okay, well, I mean, her character is definitely mentally stressed at the moment. Oh, I completely missed that.
あなたは大丈夫？大きな悩み抱えてない？
Her words took me by surprise. I'll be fine. I don't really believe any of that stuff anyway.
ノリが悪いんだからな。
It was the truth, though I didn't believe it. Well, maybe just a tiny bit. Somewhere deep inside. A struggle, huh? I was skeptical, but I couldn't ignore the fact that I was indeed confused and struggling to find a path forward.
じゃあこういうのはどう？学校の七不思議をすべて起こすと神隠しに遭う。
Oh, I haven't heard of that one. Is it a local legend too? Which school is it about?
これはネットにあったものでね。どこっていう場所は載ってなくてさ。
Leaning in closer, Sayaka's face was nearly touching mine.
七不思議はこの現実世界にはありえないもの。つまり聖者の領域を犯す事象。だからそれを全て起こすと境界線が揺らぐ。気づけば辺りは赤に染まり、この世のものではない景色が広がって、そうなれば最後はもう元の世界へは戻れない。永遠に赤の世の住民になってしまう。
Instinctively, I gulped.
っていう噂があるから今度一緒にやってみようね。
I'd rather not, thanks. Finished classes, same as any other day. After school, I found myself in the classroom alone, putting away my things. Well, I guess now's the time to decide what I want to do with the rest of my life. Oh, finally some choices. Okay. Talk with my sister, check some materials in the library, escape reality with something delicious. Let's escape reality. I knew I didn't have time to do that. I knew it better than anyone. But still, my favorite cafe's ice cream parfait just popped into my mind. Cafe with a long history and home to the protagonist's favorite parfait. Her father used to bring her when she was a child. The place is filled with fond memories for the protagonist. I really am the worst. I couldn't have said a decision, smart decision. I knew that if I just tried to escape my problems, nothing would be resolved. If anything, they'd just get worse. I was like, this is what I do. I tried, But if I'm going to make a decision about my future, I really shouldn't try to rush myself. Using that as an excuse, I delude myself into trying to run away from my problems. I tried to avert my eyes from both my mom and my future, and just focus on the delicious parfait I was about to eat.
いらっしゃい、一色さん。来ていたんだね。
The owner of the cafe smiled as he spoke to me. I came here often, ever since I was little, and remember my father taking me a few times. Good afternoon. I just needed a parfait today, you know?
小さい時から食べてくれているよね。今はもう高校生なんだよな。そうだ、よかったらさ、うちでバイ
Well,
ト
there
してみ
you
ない？
go. It's your future work at the cafe. Part-time job?
君が来てくれたら助かるよ。このお店を熟知している人だからね。
You let me make the decision? Technically, my school allowed us to have part-time jobs, but things are really busy at school right now. I'm afraid I'll have to pass.
振られちゃったか。でも気が向いたら声をかけて。面接なしで即合格だからね。
As I watched the owner walk away, I couldn't help but sigh. If I'm really that busy, I shouldn't be coming here. As I left the coffee shop, I still didn't feel like going home, so I walked aimlessly around the place. If I went home now, I knew my mom would just bug me again about going to Saigon. Ugh. Sighed loudly as I walked, I noticed a large torii gate come into view. I can't believe I walked all the way to Samoko Shrine. Shrine that existed before the protagonist was born, known to foster romance, prosperity, and business. I never considered myself a religious person and didn't put much stock in such things. Still, I did have some connection to the shrine. My mom would take my sister and me to pray here at the start of every year. You know, I've given this a lot of thought, and I still haven't come up with an answer. Maybe I should try praying about this. That doesn't work. Never mind. On second thought, maybe not. This wasn't really something to pray about. This was something I needed to figure out on my own. As I walked among the stretching shadows, I saw the sights of the city around me. A child running alongside her friend, a businessman rushing home, phone in hand, a group of high school boys who looked to be about the same age as me hanging around.
なあなあ、お前ら模試の判定どうだった？いや、それがやばいんだって。正銀含めて片っ端から D 判定。俺積んでね。あ？それで勝ったつもりかお前。俺なんてほとんどいいだぜ。なめんな。助けて。
Hearing these words, I felt a kind of pain in my chest. Yeah, it's called anxiety and stress. If only I could be somewhere that wasn't here. It was unrealistic, but still, I couldn't help but indulge in fantasies of other places. She's going to get spirited away. Oh, you're back at school. Oh. The next day, I took the survey I had in my bag and placed it inside a drawer in my desk. All that was written on it was my name. Fearing my mother might catch me working on it, I couldn't concentrate on it.
あ、はよう。今朝は早かったんだね。
Morning. I woke up early and couldn't go back to sleep. Actually, I didn't really sleep much at all. As my mind turned over what to do with my life, sleep just never came. I'm just so tired of thinking about this.
おーい、大丈夫？
Sorry, kind of spaced out.
もう仕方ないな。
As she groaned, Sayaka searched inside my bag and placed an energy drink inside her bag and placed an energy drink on my desk. Here, drink this. Get yourself together, girl.
シャキッとしな。
Thanks. Sokka stared back at me with a bitter smile on her face.
何かあって話したいならいつでも相談に乗るからね。
With that, Sayaka returned to her seat. Ugh, I'm afraid that that won't work this time. You didn't even have the courage to talk to her about all this. Ooh, another day. Well, another evening. Before I knew it, the final bell had rung and school was out for the day. Getting ready to head home, I took my books out of my desk and found the blank sheet of paper where I was supposed to write about my future. Maybe I should write Saigon University and just be done with it. As the thought entered my mind, oh, ow, put a sharp ringing in my ear. Yeah, that kind of hurt.
探しましょう。
Ooh. Huh? Quickly look around the classroom, but there was no one else there. There's nobody here. Where had everybody gone? There were so many people here just a little while ago. So many strange things have been happening to me. I felt dazed and my muscles felt cold. Maybe I should go see a doctor or something.
探しましょう。あなたの道を。
Uh-oh. This time I heard it clear as day. There it is again, that voice. Who are you? I called out to the empty room.
僕はあなたを闇へ誘うもの。
Sexy.
これから先は困難しかありません。でもどうか諦めないで前を向ければ必ず見つかります。あなただけの道が。
The moment the voice stopped. Oh, my eyes were all blurry, my head shook. Then all at once, my world went dark. Yay, it's finally starting. Put my elbows on the desk and laid my head down. Then, found the career path survey that had been on my desk was neatly sliced in two. What? What happened while I wasn't looking? Fearfully, I reached out to touch the paper, only to find there was nothing strange about it. Indeed, it was strange that it was ripped on its own, but nothing else about it was off. First things first, I should probably put it away in my desk. I'll ask the teacher for another copy tomorrow. Actually, I could have just gone to the office and asked for another copy right away. I knew nothing would change the bad postponing things. Oh, sounds like we're getting a phone call. Suddenly, my pocket vibrated and I jolted in response. Huh, it's just my phone. I took out my phone and saw Mom displayed on the screen. Really don't want to talk to her right now. As I put the phone away in my bag, I heard that dreadful sound again. God damn it. Don't wear earphones and play that. Just take me. My eyes were open, yet my vision was shrouded in darkness. Okay, maybe I should read the whole sentence first. What's going on? My mind went totally blank. I found myself unable to think.
次に目覚めた時はどうか逃げないで。
The voice stopped and my thoughts disappeared with it. Sounds like a train. Okay. Oh, hello. I love the headband. That's so cute. Those ears. The moment I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was the face of a concerned young man looking down at me. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, okay.
ずっと眠ったままだからどうしようかと思ったんです。
I think there's blood splattered on his other sleeve. Oh, what? Why? Why am I riding on a train? The train didn't look like an ordinary train either. It was completely red. And the boy in front of me. Is this a train?
まだ寝ぼけてるんですか?
Half asleep, yeah, I guess so. I remember getting ready to go home, but I couldn't remember anything after that.
寝ぼけてるところ悪いんですけど、僕を助けてください。
Okay.
僕、
成美ヶ浜駅に帰ろうとしてただけなんです。
Okay.
それなのにこんな見たことないところに。
I think we're in the same boat, honey. Never seen this place. Having heard that, I took a look out the window. What? What? Couldn't find any other words to speak. Not just the train, everything was blood red. Where are we?
わかりません。僕も目が覚めたらこうなってて。もうパニックです。大パニック。一体どうしたら。
First, roll your sleeves up. I felt exactly the same way. I wanted anyone to tell me what the hell was going on. Actually, more than that, I just wanted to go back home to Nadamag, however the fuck you pronounce where she lives. I suck at other languages. Ow, that hurts my ear. Just then the train shook violently and the loud shriek of the brakes rang through the car. Well, looks like we're arriving soon, though I'm not sure where to.
怖いよ。こんな不気味なところに降りたくない。
What are you, 4? Oh, he's got tears in his eyes. Poor baby. Felt as though I wanted to cry too. But seeing as the other person here with me was about to cry, I did my best to stay calm. Please calm down. Panicking isn't going to help anything.
ごめんなさい。君は冷静なんですね。羨ましい。
I knew that if I looked nervous too, I was just going to make him panic again. So I did my best to smile confidently. He looked a little surprised and then averted his gaze away from me. I think he's playing. Still, I'm glad he seems to have calmed down a bit. All I could do was hope that the place the train finally stopped at would be a little better than where we found ourselves currently. Just then, the train stopped. I thought the train already stopped. I guess it was coming to a stop. Okay, so that was the prologue. This is chapter 1. Other realm. It's not all red. Look, there's some white pillars. Where are we? I stepped out of the train and it didn't look anything like that place station I was used to. Everything looked completely new. I couldn't recall ever seeing a station like this on the other route. No one was on the platform and an eerie red light shone through the sky.
ねえ、ここ変ですよ。僕たち以外誰もいないし。
The platform was dead silent. All we could hear were our breaths, tight with anxiety. He gripped my sleeves tightly. I could feel his thin fingers trembling. You don't have to be so afraid. It'll be okay.
でも、
First things first, we should figure out the name of the station. I looked around until something caught my eye. No way.
どうしたの？
Nervously, I pointed toward a nearby sign. On that simple sign was written the station name, Kasaragi Station. Nothing here seemed familiar, but I've heard the name of the station before.
聞いたことない駅ですけど、知ってるんですか？
You've never heard about the urban legend of Kasaragi Station? Sayaka had told it to me over and over.
如月駅は異界に存在すると言われている駅。如月駅の正体は明かされていなくて、ネットではいろいろな考察がされているけど、こび一度降りてしまったら生きては戻れる。そう言われている。
That's the rumor, anyway. Famous online fictitious train station located in an alternate world. Some claim to have actually gone there, which led to the rumor spreading online.
そんな
I'm sorry, you are clearly from this location, dude. Don't lie. His voice choked softly, barely audible.
やだやだよそれじゃあ僕たち帰れないの
It's even got an elf ear. Look at that. Underneath the cat headband thing. There's like an elf ear. You're not human. Look at your eyeballs. I mean, it could be contacts, but you also got fangs. Well, that's what the urban legend says. Maybe there really is a Kasaragi station somewhere, one we just didn't know about. Even as I spoke the words, I knew that was unlikely to be the case.
でも都市伝説と同じ駅名なんて絶対におかしいこんな変な景色見たことないし異界って言われた方が納得できるよ
I was at a loss for words. I hoped it was a mistake or perhaps even a dream. But the lukewarm wind on my face and the unnatural glaring red light, it all felt too real, too present.
どうしようどうしようどうしようなんでこんなことになっちゃったんだただ電車に乗っていただけなのにただ家に帰りたかっただけなのに
His voice echoed, distant and forlorn. I feel so dizzy. I can't even recall getting on the train. I was at school, ready to leave. My mind struggled to retrace my steps. Wait, I was about to head home, and then what happened? The next memory eluded me. No, this isn't the time to be thinking through all of this. We have to get home. Ooh, but
分か
how?
ってるけどどうやって帰るのさ
Train. We're at a station, right? All we have to do is find another train to take us back. Sense of dread crept over me, but I shook it off and turned around. The train's gone. The train we arrived on should have been there still, but
さっきまで電車あったのに
I didn't hear it leave. But no, there was nothing, just a void, illuminated in the crimson glow.
もう終わりだ
Single tear ran down his cheek. I see 3 tears, but you're going to tell me of the single man tear, and he's not even a man, he's a child.
僕たちどうやっても帰れないんだ
His eyes brimmed with tears, and he began to weep. As I watched him panic, I felt a chill run up my spine to my head. No, if I lose my composure now, everything will be all right. Please don't cry.
そんなこと言われても
Okay, if I want to find a way out for both of us, I've got to stay calm. We're gonna work together to get home. Yeah. Let's work together to find our way back.
電車がもうないのに方法なんてあるのかな
I understand his doubts, but I'm sure we'll be okay. Stay positive. Couldn't find the words to cheer him up. Yet he seemed to take heart, looking up and wiping his tears with his sleeve.
そうだよね弱音を吐いちゃってごめんなさい
It's okay. I'm just as scared.
もう大丈夫二人で帰る方法を探そう
He's like, I guess, the spirit that helps to guide you, maybe, is what I'm getting from it. Sure. Now that I think about it, I just realized I haven't introduced myself yet. In the midst of all this chaos, I still didn't know his name. I'm Jack, and you are?
僕は
Minami.
南だよよろしくね
He extended his hand, which I shook, then his face lit up with a smile.
ねえねえ君も成見ヶ浜が地元
Narimagama. I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't know. Yes, I am. I assume you are too. Like Minami, you mentioned heading home to Niramagama earlier.
さっきまでの僕は忘れてください取り乱しすぎて男として恥ずかしい
Guys can lose their cool too, and honestly, that's what they're known for.
というかその制服って成見ヶ浜高校のだよねもしかして17だったりするかな
Hey Sam, are you around the same age, Manami?
うわ、すっごい偶然。地元が同じで年も同じなんて。
You're like 12.
親近感湧いちゃうな。仲良しになれそう。
I think so too. I'm relieved we have something in common, but at first he was upset, but now all smiles. Yeah, it's because he's not human. Or, I mean, he may have been at some point, but he's clearly a ghost or something. Although when we met under strange circumstances, although we met under strange circumstances, I was quite glad not to be alone. Now that I look closer, his style is quite unique. We definitely stand out in a crowd. You think?
どうしたの？
Oh, it's nothing. What do you say? Should we try heading out of the station? Quickly tried to let go of his grip. Is something wrong? Yeah, let go of me. It's a bit hard to walk if you keep holding my hand.
不安だから繋いでいてもいい？
No. I hadn't noticed before, but his fingers were still shaking slightly. Thought it was okay because he was smiling. Of course, I'm still a bit scared too. Let's keep holding hands for now. No.
君って優しいね。心が温かくなるよ。ありがとう。
He smiled and nodded. We gripped our hands together more tightly and started heading toward the exit.
あ、よかった。人がいるよ。
I don't see them. So a few people wandering near the station. Their presence didn't comfort me at all. This place definitely isn't normal. Gazing at the sky, the moon shone an ominous red, like blood. No normal person would be able to walk around in a place like this and be unfazed by it. Or even human. From a distance, the figures seemed distorted.
ねえ、話しか
I
け
don't
て
know
みよう
about
よ。
that. Maybe we should just head back to the station.
え、でも、またあそこに戻っても意味ないと思うけ
You're
ど。
there to take me away from the station and manipulate me, you little bitch.
だって電車はもうないんだよ。
I know, but everything inside me was screaming that this place was dangerous. Maybe it's safer to wait inside. The train might come back after all.
あ、
Minami's attention suddenly shifted. I strained to see what caught his eye. My vision blurred. I tried to escape with all my strength, but then... What's that smell? Something's wrong. My mind felt numb, and I felt my consciousness rapidly fading. Overwhelmed with drowsiness, I found myself unable to stand. Me, not me.
ねえ、起きなさいってば。
I know that voice. Ah, finally you're awake.
やっと起
Okay.
きたのね。お休みだからってだらしないわよ。早く起きてご飯食べちゃいなさい。
Was it all a dream? I doubt it.
寝ぼけているの？
What a relief. Sighing, I saw my mom chuckle. Chuckle even more.
まったく仕方ない子ね。悪い夢でも見ていたの？
Huh? Thought I was speaking to my mom, but it was my sister standing there. Oh, you're still in the place.
あら、顔が真っ青よ。そんなに怖い夢だったのかしら。
Her face and voice were my sister's, but her words felt eerily like my mom's. Then it hit me. Am I still dreaming? Just then, knew it. I was stunned as the entire scene shifted. What's happening? Told you, little bitch. She's there to take you away. Strange mystical space unfolded before my eyes. A shadow loomed in the distance. I squinted, trying to make out its shape. Ah! Suddenly, it was right before me. Oh no, I can't breathe. It felt like an invisible force was choking me. I was paralyzed, my body seized up with pain.
すぐに来られなくてごめんね。俺がいない間、幸せな夢でも見ていたんだ。
He exuded an aura of despair. The way he spoke filled me with dread and fear.
やっとここで会えたんだ。
Who? I wanted to speak, but my lips wouldn't move. Truthfully, I didn't really care who he was. I was just desperate to escape that place.
俺を受け入れれば苦しい思いをしなくて済むのだが、あ、今は無理か。如月駅に来てくれてありがとね。やっとお前と話すことができて嬉しくて興奮しているよ。
How does he know me? Who is he?
ああ、そうだった。自己紹介をしておこうか。
I was silent, but it seemed like he was able to read my mind. His response caught me off guard.
俺は無
An incubus. Kinky.
だけ現れる存在。そして、お前に魂の契約を願い出るものだ。
A soul pact.
もっと早くに契約をしたかったんだが、お前が写し湯にいる間は叶わなくてね。お前には死神のようなうざったいものがついていたから、ずっと手を出せずにいたんだが。この地獄だけは神の力が及ばない場所。ようやくお前と契約を交わせそうだ。
Hell, God, what's he talking about? His words were a barrage of nonsense. I struggled to follow, overwhelmed. My head just couldn't keep up. More than anything, it's all so painful. Felt like succumbing to the agony.
ああ、死にたいのか。だが、もう少し
So-
遊びに付き合ってもらうよ。
The little one, the ears, is an incubus, because it's clearly him.
ずーっとお前に会いたかったんだ。戯れる時があってもいい。それにあっさり奪ってしまえるほど俺は薄情じゃないからな。契約を交わすのはそれからだ。
Hmm? A floral scent filled the air, drawing my consciousness back to the surface.
そろそろ時間か。
Just
面白おかしい遊戯を俺はこの楽しもうね。
With that, the entity vanished. Felt like I was rising, emerging slowly, unwrapped, like from the bottom of a deep pool. Did I say unwrapped? Good lord, upward. Like from the bottom of a deep pool, I felt my consciousness slowly returning to me. And then a light appeared. The first thing I saw was the blood-red moon and the sky bathed in its glow. Is this a new dream, or felt a hard, cold surface beneath me? Yet there was some warmth there, too. Felt an odd sensation on my hand as well. Oh, hello. Turning my head, I saw a man I didn't know. He was fucking gorgeous. He knelt on the ground and cradled me gently, disregarding how he dirtied his clothes. His fingertips and then his lips slowly traced the back of my hand. Now that, personal space, don't do that without consent. Ah! Tried to pull away, but I was still weak from having just woken up.
ようやく起きたのですね。ほっとしました。
Please let me go. He continued kissing my hand, glancing up at me as he did so. Now that, yeah, that's a bit no. His white hair fell over his eyes, revealing a handsome, cold expression through his bangs.
静かになさい。
Oh, okay, that's different.
浄化している最中なのですから。
I knew that little bitch. I knew he was evil. He purified?
ああ、これは別に恋愛的なものではなく、あなたのためにしていることなのだと理解しなさい。
What's he talking about?
そろそろいいでしょう。
He stopped kissing me, then gently helped me sit up.
浄化完了です。お疲れ様でした。
Thank you? I was confused, but given the fact that he was helping me up, I decided it best to be polite and thank him. That's right. Where are we? The person I was with. Where is he?
落ち着きなさい。順に説明しますから。
He cleared his throat in preparation before speaking.
ここはヘルオーガニゼーション東日本支部。略称を HO と言います。
The darkness on his skin. I wonder if that's like, did he like take the, like whatever he purified? Like, did he transfer energy or something? Or is that like a birthmark?
私は HO で大看守として働いています。聖夜と申します。
Oh, what was that? Eastern Japan's branch of what? See ya, grinned.
ヘルオーガニゼーション。あなたにもわかるように言うならば、汚れた死者を迎える場所、地獄です。
Did you say what? Desperately hoped I'd misunderstood.
ですから、地獄です。生前罪を犯した魂がここに落とされます。
Hell?
この地獄だけは神の力が及ぶ場所。ようやくお前と契約を交わせそうだ。
My dream also mentioned hell. Seemed too odd to be a mere coincidence. Oh, hey. There it goes. The atmosphere here was intense. The sky was a deep crimson with a blood-red moon glowing ominously. So, I really am in hell. In that case, am I dead?
いいえ、あなたはまだ生きていますよ。あなたの名は死者のリストに載っていませんでしたから。
So he gently touched my hand again.
それに、あなたには聖者にしかないぬくもりがある。
He then placed my hand back on my lap.
申し上げておきますが、フルネームを知っているのはあなたを付け狙っているストーカーのため。
Okay, you're a stalker, okay.
というわけではなく、HO の大看守として調べさせていただいたまで。
Okay.
くれぐれも勘違いなさらないでくださいね。あなたは私のタイプではないですし、それに。
I mean, you can't even see me very well because you got your hair in your eyes. I tuned him out, totally lost in thought. Wait, if I'm alive, then why am I in hell? Saya looked at me sympathetically.
あなたを助けたとき、あなたは悪魔に抱えられていました。きっと悪魔に心を奪われ、さらわれてきたのでしょう。
Demon, seriously. His words were so unexpected, I merely stared back at him, speechless. A demon? Like a demon? I don't understand the question, and I won't respond to it. Okay. Well, see ya. I will have to see you later, because I'm gonna... Where's my button? But anyway, I'm gonna end it here. And... Alright. And do this more of this later, because yeah, I want to see where this story unfolds. I want to find out the other fellas. But yeah, if you make it this far, let me know if you want any more in here, and we'll go from there. Have a good one.